In this tutorial, I'm just gonna be showing a simple example of how to create a service class and expose a method from this service class to the Ladon framework. Ladon is a Python package index project, so it's easy to install using one of the tools that can interface the Python package index, such as easy install on Ubuntu, and this is what I'm going to be using here. First I have to install easy install. It's in Python setup tools. And I'm going to use easy install to install Ladon. Now in this case we're going to be using Python 2, which is the default Python version in Ubuntu. In particular it's Python 2.7, and we can see that the only shell script which is provided by Ladon, which is called ladon.ctl, has the Python version in the center, so it's possible to have more Ladon versions, several Ladon versions installed for different Python versions. Okay, I have made a simple service class where I have prepared it. Let's go into the folder called Ladon test and see what it is. I'm going to edit it with nano test service.py. As you see, it's very easy, very simple. It's a class with a method which only has one line of code. So all it does is take a name and return the name with a hello in front. Also you can see there's a documentation for the class, the service class, test service for Ladon. Let's see what it can do for us. And the method is documented. Say hello to a specific people from the world, and the parameter name is documented. What is your name? And the return type. Hello to you. Okay, so our class is ready and should be working. Let's test it. Python from test service import test service ts hello world, and my name is Jakob Simon Gårde. Hello, Jakob Simon Gårde. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this service class and its method, and I'm gonna Ladonize it. So, Ladonize is a decorator which is provided by the Ladon package, and it's available in Ladonizer. Ladonize. Let's go ahead and decorate the method hello world. When we do this, we are telling the framework that hello world is to be exposed, and we need to tell the Ladon framework about the parameters of this method. And there's only one parameter called name, and since this is Python 2 and we want Unicode support, I'm going to be specifying the type as Unicode. So if it was Python 3, I would have said that it should be str, which has Unicode support in Python 3. Okay, R type means what should Ladon expect as return type, and the return type should be as well Unicode. Okay, this is it. This is all, and it should work now. Let's try and use this service class. Let's run it as a server. We have the Ladon CTL, and we have the subcommand serve, and we have our service class defined in this module, and we want to expose it on port 8080. Good. Now let's take a browser and see if there's something there. Local host 8080. Oh yeah, here we have a Ladon site catalog. If we have more than one service, it would be listed here as 2 entries. Let's try that just for the fun of it. We're going to copy the test service to test service 2 and edit test service 2 and call it test service 2. And let's run the server again, and now add the new module, test service 2, and we will refresh. Okay, now we have 2 services with the exact same implementation, but this is just a test. Let's go into the test service and see what we can see there. Well, we have a web service called test service, and we have a description for the test for the web service. Test service for Ladon. Let's see what it can do for us. I don't know if you can remember it, but it's in the source. And we have methods, only one. It's called hello world. It takes a name, which is a string, and the documentation for this method is say hello to specific people from the world. Okay, we have one parameter. The documentation for that is what is your name. Okay, this seems to be working. As we can see, the service is exposed to JSON WSP and to SOAP. We can reach the description of the service on these 2 different protocols. Also, we have the target for each protocol. If we want to interface the test service with JSON WSP, we need to use the URL at the bottom right now. And if we are going to be using SOAP, we need to interface the test service using the URL in the bottom right now. Okay, let's try this and let's use the JSON WSP. And I'm gonna use a JSON WSP client, which is downloadable from Python's wiki, web service wiki page. Let's see. Python web service wiki. Yeah. Let's go to JSON WSP, and we have command line link. Save as. I'm just gonna save it to my home directory. There. It's a Python script. It can be called from the shell. Or it can be embedded into your Python client project, as it can be. It has a Python class called JSON WSP client, and you can interface a JSON WSP service directly using this client class. Okay, now we're going to be using it as a shell command. Let's see if we have it here. JSON WSP Python JSON WSP .py, and we need the URL. It's localhost 8080 and it's test service like that. Okay, let's see what help says. It says, okay, there's one method, hello world. Let's use hello world as argument and still say help. Okay, here we get a description. There's one argument, name, and we have the documentation for this argument. What is your name? And yeah, that's it. I think we're ready to call it. So I'm gonna give the argument Jakob Simon Gorte. Let's run it and see what the result is. Hello, Jakob Simon Gorte. So as you see, the result is also JSON, which is nice if you want to call this web service from a browser directly from JavaScript. In fact, there is a JavaScript client for interfacing with JSON WSP services, directly downloadable from the web services wiki page on python.org. Okay, so this is it. I don't want to show any more about Ladon in this tutorial. I will be going into more specific stuff in the next tutorials, and more complex stuff like Ladon type, and how you can nest types inside types and so on. So thank you for listening.